So Pulsechain has higher throughput, better security, lower environmental impact to the point of nearly none, is a newer coin with more features, is faster than Bitcoin. But Bitcoin has an $800 billion market cap. Pulsechain doesn't. Why? Well, we're new. We're on the way, right? Things will get better, in my opinion. So like, oh, and for you listening, is that a forward-looking price statement? Nope, not a forward-looking price statement, not financial advice. So we've got a wonderful network. We've got wonderful features. We've got wonderful airdrop. There's, you can do lending on the Pulsechain network. There's projects that let you borrow coins. There's projects that there's stable coins on Pulsechain. There's all types of stuff people have launched on Pulsechain. Guys, the network is good. Works great. Oh, and the bridge is free too. Somebody set the bridge to 0 fee so that using the bridge has no fee both directions. So if you go to bridge.pulsechain.com, there's no fees currently. In, out, either way, no fees. Now you're going to pay a fee on the Ethereum network. Nothing you can do about that. That's Ethereum's side, right? So you got a great network and you got a ton of free coins and it's been worked flawlessly for 7 months. Go make it great, guys. Launch stuff on it, use it, build fiat on-ramps, make a money transmitter in your state, make a licensed money transmitter in your state, and you can, make the community better. Like,
Everybody, and welcome back to a Pulsechain Madness, and we're going to get into some good stuff around the markets today. Obviously, a pDai and Ben tokens breaking out, and those are the ones I talked about breaking out. So if you managed to take the speculative move, you'd have made some nice, really nice gains on those. So congratulations, and let's get into it, shall we? Let's see who is in the house. We've got a few people here. We've got Sandy in the house there. Good to see you, Sandy. Lies beneath as well. Hello, how are you today? Very good, of course. And the ultimate strategy, Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, and Center for the win, 100%. And of course, we just watched that video of Richard Hart being very optimistic about the future of Pulsechain. We've got Check and Pulse says, what's up, Superman? Another day closer, almost another month closer. Time is flying. 85 days to Bitcoin halving. Absolutely, LFG. Let's go. And do enjoy the popcorn. Popcorn is pretty good. Good evening, Hex Token family. Absolutely. Who else has jumped in there? Big shout out from Sandy Beach. That should be your first post, actually, Sandy. Hello, Hex Token, everybody. Good to see you, Sandy Beach. We got Excavator in the house as well. Hey, how you gang? Lies Beneath says RH for the win. Absolutely. Richard Wookie has come here for the freedom from the madness. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Man, there's some mad concepts out there like DEI, diversity, what's it, inclusion. Nonsense, basically just a racist policy for racists to put into place. Man, yeah, so we try to be free in the madness with crypto and other cool stuff, right? Just keep the basic freedoms, and that's it. That's pretty simple, really, isn't it? No need to make up all these terrible concepts. Joey's in the house there. Hi, all. Good to see you, Joey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we got Elias as well. How's it going, family? Absolutely, Elias. Good to see you also. Big shout out. All right, let's get straight into it, folks. We're going to get into the news with the stock market. Man, look at that. S&P 500 rides strong GDP data to fifth record close in a row. How about that? Records are being broken in the stock market. Dow Jones is up 0.64%, 242 points. Can you believe it? 38,049, looking amazing. Remember, that's the top 30 industrials in the United States, at least inside that index. And the S&P 500 is up 0.53%. 25 points there to 4,894. Man, that thing's just going up and away. The Nasdaq there is up 1,800%, 28 points to 15,510. That is seriously not too far away. I'm pretty sure from another all-time high, at least a double top at this stage. Very, very close. We got the 15,644. So we're only about 135 points away from record on the Nasdaq. That would be incredible. So really records are being broken here. The dollar index, of course, dollar is up 103.28, up 0.25% there as well. So some nice things happening across the board. Looking at commodities, We got West Texas there, $77. Brent oil, $82. They both seem to be up today. Gold is at 2020. Pretty flat lately, isn't it, gold? After hitting that really high number of 21.50, I think it was. Copper there is, silver is at $23 as well. Pretty flat also today. The good news, of course, was around the USD GDP. US fourth quarter growth surprises to the upside to bolster soft landing hopes. Now, I'm not quite in this camp of a soft landing yet. I definitely am more of a monetarist, so I still see a recession on the cards, and it will probably reverse very quickly. So I'm still not in that camp there. Economic data released Thursday showed the U.S. economy grew at a faster than anticipated rate in the fourth quarter, with further signs that inflation pressures are receding, supporting bets that the economy is likely to avoid a recession. Because a technical recession is two quarters of negative GDP growth. So we'll see how we go there as well. Obviously, US has this, I forget the name of it, but they have an official group that calls official, recessions and depressions and things like that. But it's really a bit of a joke, really, to be honest. Real gross domestic product is in the world's largest economy, expanded at an annual rate of 3.3% in the 3 months to the end of December, decelerating from 4.9% in the third quarter, though well above economists' forecast of 2%. So they got 3.3% instead. Driven by stronger consumer spending. Remember that about 60%, maybe let's say 66 to 70% of the US economy is a consumer. And of course, they are the world's consumer, right? So it's driving that. Now, core personal consumption expenditure prices, the Fed's preferred inflation measure, remained at 2% for the straight month there. So that's the good news, right? That's what the Fed's really, really focused on. And so that's good news so far. Bottom line, the consumer went nuts in Q3, spending tons of money on vacation, entertainment, and recreation experiences. So if that's you in the United States, let us know if that's that you. Were you the one driving spending? Jeffrey said in a note Thursday, though, cautioned that signs of broader weakness in the data should emerge soon. And I agree with that. Treasury yields fell following the data, with the yield on the 10-year down 4.5 basis points to 4.13%. Now, obviously, we talked about the 10-year being up at 4.13. That should give us a lot of hesitancy in the stock market, but the stock market's been performing pretty well. And so we've been having some records broken. So a bit weird on that, but hey, look, maybe it'll turn around. But it's good news, right? Good news from the economy. So it's a bit of a mixed blessing there. Fed rate monitor, let's have a quick look at that. 5 days and 19 hours away until the first Fed meeting of the year, 31st of January at 2 p.m. Eastern. And of course, we're not expecting any changes in interest rates to remain at 5.5. March, of course, is the next meeting. We're expecting the majority of the market at 51% expecting a no change as well. So really, it's not probably till May or June that we might get a Fed pivot. And I'm sort of at this stage, I think, banking on June. But yeah, look, we've got the majority of the market expecting a pivot still in May. We'll see how we get on with that. Typically the Fed will always go longer than you expect, and also that historically they go longer in terms of keeping the rates up, and they cause more damage when it's all post review is done. So that is the stock market and the Fed. Let's move on to crypto. At the moment, we've got $39,966 on Bitcoin, pretty much flat, and dominance there at 49.5%. Ethereum there at 2,221, pretty much flat as well. So pretty much looks like the big selling seems to have finished for the time being. Looks like we are kind of Bitcoin's trying to hold on to that 40K mark, and got support at 38,000. So Ethereum they're pretty flat at the moment. Of course, Protodank sharding being tested on Gurley testnet and other testnets coming up. The next one must be coming up pretty soon. We might bring that up again tomorrow. The final testnet's expected to finish, or at least the final testnet going up on the 7th of February with a potential launch in March. So we'll keep track on that. Nothing really standing out today in the markets. So let's move on into Bitcoin briefly. This is our macro map, our big picture map. And we are getting closer, as someone said earlier in the chat there, we are getting closer to the Bitcoin. I think let's check my pulse, was it? We're getting closer to the Bitcoin halving there, about 81 days by my count. So there we go. That's 15th of April. Used to be 17th, so I'll double check the dates now. But That is 81 days. Ticking away, man. It's getting close. Man, are you getting excited? I'm getting excited. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Now, I don't want the stock market to overheat too much. I sort of want some consolidation there, but man, really enjoying the news. The crypto news has been really, really good. Now, talking about the Bitcoin ETF, of course, we had that launch. How long has it been now? It's been a little while now, isn't it? So let's go. What's that? 2 weeks, 15 days since the Bitcoin ETF, and we've got some updates on that. So the two big analysts here from Bloomberg, James Steffert here says day 9 complete for the Bitcoin ETFs. BlackRock only took in 66 million and negative 158 million outflow for the entire group, which is the largest single day net outflow so far. So a bit of a negative day there. We can see that on the day 9 flow down here. Here's the Bitcoin ETFs, and here is the net flow for day 9. The total, of course, the aggregation is here. So it's still up 824 million. And of course, we had Grayscale there is the one that's been bleeding out, right? And FTX was in that too. So that's kind of the play now. Eric Balcahuna says the good news, GBT outflows trending down. The bad news, so are the 9s. That leaves us with a total rolling net flows of 824 million. Also, ARK and BitB crossing half a billion, is remarkable for any normal launch in the first month. That's considered blockbuster level success. So they have done pretty well, and I'm sure they're going to start to roll back up as well. So that is pretty much the news on the ETFs. And I've got the Bitcoin halving coming up, pretty neat. So kind of cool. Let's jump over to Ethereum. Ethereum there at the moment is currently at 2218. We got this horizontal support right over 2150. Seems to be holding pretty strong there. So far so good. So is it over? Is the bleeding over? Probably. And we've got some news though. A little bit of setback here. The SEC delayed applications by Grayscale Investments to convert its Ethereum trust product into an exchange traded fund. One day earlier, the agency did the same regarding BlackRock's application as well. So we're still sort of expecting those in May. For the ETF. So we'll see how we get on there. And of course, at the moment, we've got March being. Let me go back to Ethereum there. We've got March being the bullishness for the ProtoDank sharding upgrade. So March and May are kind of the critical targets there for Ethereum bullishness as well. So that means that basically March, the ProtoDank sharding for Ethereum, Bitcoin halving in April, and then Ethereum ETFs in May. So it's kind of the bullish news flow into the middle of the year. And then maybe in May, June, we'll also have the interest rate pivot, right? So it could line up pretty nicely. And man, the holy grail would be moving back to expansion of the monetary supply as well. So getting M2 on the upside, right? So that'd be pretty cool. All right, that's pretty much it on those. That leads us into Pulsechain, day 258, is it? Yeah, 258, man. That's some crazy stuff. Before we get into Pulsechain, though, let's check back in the chat there, see who else has jumped in. Got a few new faces in there I can see straight away. Got up to there. Pretty sure got up to there. We got Moonshot, I think. Moonshot, hey guys, good to see you, Moonshot. Hex Softball as well. Here. Good to see you, Hex Softball. Milton's in the house there. Pulsechain, yeah, on fire. That is true. And Roland as well. Hey yo. Zen got melt faces, says Roland. Good to see you, Roland. Sandy Beach has got the waves out for everybody. Nice. Wookiees is crazy. Yeah, Wookie is pretty crazy, but you know, he's out in-house crazy. You got to always have one crazy. Roland says my PLS TGC is going parabolic. Yeah, that's doing very, very well. Passive income cash flow. Good morning. Good morning to you. Clintrons as well. G'day, folks. Good to see you, Clintrons. And Sandy Beach there in the United States. I wish house prices would come down so I could buy another one. It says that's fun. That's pretty funny. Yeah, Hexavator says first world problems, Sandy. Indeed. That's pretty funny. Yeah, if you want to join Strategy Club, hit that up there. That's the link, Wookie's link to Strategy Club. If you're after chasing down some of the best protocols and some of the best strategies, definitely get in on that one. What else we got? Jump through some of those comments. We got Tim Top in the house there. What's up, Tim Top? Hey, good to see you. Who else is in here? We got Archie in the house. Hey, Archie. Hi, all. Good to see Archie. We got Max in this Isle of Wight here. Says Max. Moonshot in there. Hey, bro. Love the streams. I appreciate that, Moonshot. Thanks very much. And we got Brennan as well. Howdy, folks. Time to put a shrimp on the barbecue, says Brennan. Yeah. Happy Australia Day, everybody. If you're in Australia, happy Australia Day. Happy Australia Day. Happy Australia Day. That's right. Yeah, it's good to be proud of your country. Australia is a great country. Yeah, it's good to have a celebration of being Australian and everything Australia stands for, which is pretty amazing. One of the best ones, I always love the Australian ads about Australia. You know, they've got so many different places and cool music and stuff like that. So some of the famous songs, of course, Waltzing Matilda. What's the national anthem? Advance Australia Fair. Yeah, heaps of stuff. They've got so much cool stuff in there. Kangaroos, of course. Is that kangaroos? Wallabies and kangaroos. Yeah. What else? They've got the boxing ones, right? You have the boxing. You've seen those videos with boxing, where they're boxing like kangaroo. It's pretty bad. Kangaroos, you don't really want to box a kangaroo. You know, there's a couple of videos out there pretty hilarious. Cheers from down under, says Brennan. Yeah, big thumbs up. Yoo-hoo! Yo, yo, yo. Harry Williams in the house there. Yo, 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 yo. Good to see you. I don't know what happened to my frame right there, but there we go. All right, let's get back into it. We've got, let's get into Pulsechain update for day 258 results. So we're at 000111 for Pulsechain. That sounds similar to yesterday or something. I don't know. It seems very similar. Up 0.3% there at 11% above the sacrifice price. Pulsex at quadruple 0394, down 2.94%. And the buy and burn there is at 679.4 billion. Pulsex is being bought up and burned. That is 3.32% of the public supply. So this is slowly creeping up there. Incentive token is down 3.33% at $2.06. That is the ratio is at 18,574 on Pulse. There's heading towards 23 million in supply on the old incentive token with 118,000 burned through the TRH protocol. PHEX there at 1.51 cents, down 2.89%. EHEX is at 8 tenths of a percent. There are 8 tenths of a cent, and the combined price is 2.31 cents. So that's actually down quite a bit. Actually, it feels like we were at 2.5 cents yesterday. So they're at 2.3. Now we're really trying to get over that 3 cent mark, but hey, we'll get there, and when we do, it's going to be glorious. Just gives you a chance to continue to DCA, right? So let's have a quick look at the Pulsechain price on the charts. We've got the 50 and the 200 EMA, moving averages here, and we have a bullish cross, right? So we have a bullish cross here back on the 15th, 14th actually, and we've got a nice little shape going on here, to be honest. I think it's kind of a positive shape. And the RSI is cooled off down to 59. We'll probably want a little flip back here on the MACD, but other than that, it's looking good to me. I like it. After that big move, it's nice to see, not a full retrace there. Let's put the, I thought I had an RSI on there. We don't have RSI. Now, we are expecting Barista this weekend, right? So Barista front end for liquid loans. That is the next project that we're kind of expecting. Fingers crossed that they're able to launch. That'd be pretty cool. They're going to have auto balancing and beam token incentive. So it's going to supercharge your liquid loan earnings, really. So it'll be fun times. All right, go Magic Carpet Ride team. That's all we can say. Moving over to Pulsex. Pulsex a little bit weaker on the Pulsex side. We've got different indicators here, actually. I've got the EMA cross. We had a bullish cross, of course. We'll see where we go. But I really feel like this is probably going to follow that Pulsechain chart. And this is probably the one you really want to look to accumulate because we've got Power City Earn protocol coming up. And that's going to collateralize Pulsex and issue our third stablecoin PXDC. And likely we're going to have tens of millions of dollars issued through that. So it's going to be a supply shock. In other words, take Pulsex off the market and be a demand shock, put a new stablecoin. And some of that will go to buying power on the Pulsechain. So that's kind of cool. RSI, pretty chill down at 57. So even a bit more chill than Pulsechain. And that is pretty much it on Pulsex. Incentive token is currently at a $2.05. The ratio, let's have a look at that, is currently at 18,500. That has really come off a little bit there. We're trying to breach over 20,000, but there we are at the moment, just trying to consolidate around the 50 on the Fibonacci too. So just around the 50 there. I don't have any RSI, but that is the play there, looking pretty good. PHEX, this is PHEX chart there, just breaking down below the 21-day moving average after our bullish cross that we had back here on the 9th of January. And the RSI just cooling off there at 52. Let's see if we can get a turn of events here in the MACD, which is currently bearish. So we'll keep watching out for that. That is where we are at the moment. So not a bad price. Maybe slip a little bit more possibly. We've got a bit of support here at 1.4 cents. See if we hold that at this stage. We're kind of in that support zone anyway at 1.5. So it's PHEX. EHEX there is at 0078. So let's say 88 tenths of a percent, 8 tenths of a cent. And we're pretty much a similar story there, just above the 50 on the Fibonacci. So let's see what happens there. See if we can hold that. That is EHEX. That's cool. So that's the results there. Let's quickly go to the validators, have a look at how that's going. 52,540 validators, 1.68 trillion off the market, no change there, about 10.5% of the Pulse supplies off the market there at the moment. Let's have a look at the gas prices. 200,000 beats, so that's pretty good. And we're at 8 tenths of a penny for a Pulsex swap, 500th of a penny for a Pulse coin transfer, and 1/10 of a penny for a PSC20 transfer at the moment. You can see we've had kind of a bit more volatility in the gas prices there, or at least the GUI on the beats. We're 1,500 times cheaper in Ethereum and 4,700 times cheaper in Bitcoin. It's $13 almost to do a swap on Ethereum at the moment. So Pulsechain is super cheap, super fast. Hey, look, Polygon is about the same cost at the moment. Look at that. So it's almost there. So yeah, pretty awesome. But the cool thing about Pulsechain is that we've got compounding and profit sharing, two really bullish DeFi revolutions that we are focused on amongst all the projects that are launching, which is pretty neat. So that's day 258, folks. Let's quickly look at the bridge where we're standing there, 120,731,000. So we're down a little bit from yesterday. We're at 21.5, I think it was. So otherwise, we're still up about 40 or so from memory from where we used to be. So kind of bullish. I'll let us move into the top PRC20s. Now, this is where we're going to get into some of the news here. Now, the title of the video is Pulsechain Pumps, pDai, and Ben tokens. And so we're looking at our second category, top PRC20s. You got to remember that Pulsechain was a full system stake fork of Ethereum on the 10th of May, 10:36 UTC time last year, 2023. And so most of these are just fork copies. Some of them, we've got a few new tokens on here as well, like Treasury Bill, Teddy Bear, and others. But at the moment, you can see that pDai has broken out, just like we talked about. That looked like it was imminent, and we covered that in full on this channel, as you guys know. So look at that. Woohoo! So looking really good. We broke out above the 1,000, so 1/10 of a penny. And then we got up to 1100th of a penny. And now we're at almost 1300th of a penny, or over 1300th of a penny. And we actually got up to a high of 1500th of a penny, so 001569. So really nice uptrend, high lows, high highs, and a nice little channel there to the up and to the right. Now that's pretty bullish. The RSI is getting up there a little bit, not quite oversold yet. So there's more room to move, on this channel. And when we get open a new day, I would reasonably expect another green push higher. We've still got a little room there in the RSI, although getting a bit cautious, but still a little bit more room. And how high might we go? Well, we might definitely get back up to the 1600 mark in that time. So definitely a little bit of more room to move in this candle. But so far, good call there. And yeah, hopefully some of you benefit. That would have been about a 50 to 60% gain within like 24 hours or so. 24 to 48 hours. So that would be pretty nice. And we covered it here. So nice. So that is pretty cool on the pDai. And it is speculative, of course. Just take that into note. Wrap Bitcoin, of course, at $60. That also moved. I've kind of talked about that being a big narrative. And we have had a kind of a nice little move the last couple of days on Wrap Bitcoin. But man, it's only just still in the bottom range. So lots of potential upside for Wrap Bitcoin with the narrative of Bitcoin heading up over time in the bull market, right? So, and of course, Wrap Bitcoin's likely to do many more X's than that. But once again, still speculative. But there is a theme there. So that's kind of cool. Let's have a look at some of the other ones that are doing well. Treasury Bill up 13%, Teddy Bear up 12%, Atropa up 11% there, Maker up 11%. What else is looking pretty interesting? That's pretty much it out of the leaders. So that's, as you guys know, we're sort by liquidity. That is the liquidity pairs. So let's go to our third one, the meme coins. And this is where we're going to get into some of the other stuff that we've got here, which is BEN token. We're going to talk about BEN token. Out of the liquidity pairs there, Blast up 8%, Axis up 2% there, Note token up 1%, Mega up 5%, Reflux up 6% there, Paul Pleb up 8%, Hex Orange Dress up 5%. What else there? Duck token, that one of those new speculative meme coins, down 40%. So you got to be careful with those, right? That's why I don't really talk too much about it. At the moment, we've still got this Trump token, which just launched. That's kind of a meme token there. It rallied super high, up 73% still. So that's still ticking away there. Fluffy Slippers, pretty much flat. BEN token. Let's talk about BEN token. Now, as you guys know, BitBoy, Ben Armstrong, Ben Armstrong got pushed out of BitBoy. And now he's on his own, building up his audience again. What better audience than to target than the Richard Hart audience, right? High engagement and, of course, cross-pollination. Now, I guess it's always a win-win. I mean, you got the big influencers, or at least the ones that are trying to get back to being really big, covering you. And so it's kind of a win-win there. Let's take that. But typically it's, follow halves thing. Let's talk about that much. We're at 8 zeros, 16.98 at the moment. We obviously had some volume coming here, pump that. Now, what's some of the catalysts there? We did talk about this too. So if you'd been watching the show, you would have picked up on this one as well, because I've been talking about it since I saw Ben Armstrong talking about it. So Ben Armstrong said, it's official. My first Hex explainer and price prediction video coming next week. Now, this is Ben Armstrong, right? So we don't know what his time frame's going to be. He gets distracted a lot from what I can tell. But for the Hex and Pulse folks, do Hex and Pulse need their own individual videos, or should I do an ecosystem overview? Well, that'd be pretty funny because they don't really know what they're talking about around the Hex and Pulse chain, right? That's why you guys come and watch this show, right? So there we go. That is the play at the moment. Who's the only channel doing it daily? It's this channel, right? So we're doing daily covering Pulse chain since the beginning. So when you get people that don't know the ecosystem, they cover it. It's going to be some real basic stuff, and they'll probably get some stuff wrong, things like that. So anyway, it was positive news that Ben Armstrong is going to cover Hex and Pulse. So that's good. And of course, he's got a nice little audience that he's building back, 58,000 followers, right? So obviously way smaller than his big BitBoy one that he got pushed out of, which I think it was at about 2 million. Can't remember the number, but it's pretty big. So anyway, he's rebuilding. And but it was positive news that he was going to do some videos around Hex and Pulse, right? So there we go. Now, I haven't seen anything around that yet, so this is what I'm talking about being delayed. He then put out on the 19th, Hex and Pulse community members, please answer which projects do you support? Hex only, Pulse chain only, or both? Neither there. And of course, he got some engagement. Now, this is kind of, it's not really that insightful, this kind of poll. People that are on Pulse chain are obviously generally, interested in Pulse chain and Hex. And that's kind of what came out in the poll here, 62%. What else? I think any of the videos have come out yet from what I've seen. So we're still waiting for the videos to come out. So will it come out this weekend? Let's see how we go there. And that is it at the moment from Ben Armstrong. But once again, chart has moved, pre-moved on that, moved early, and that's typically what they do to gain that advantage. So that is the BEN token. That is a copy, of course, on the Pulse chain, as opposed to one launched on Ethereum. Now, that's pretty much it amongst the meme coins. Now, we're going to get to the main event, which is the Pulse chain projects. This is our fourth category. And, of course, let's get into it and see what's going well there. What token? See, Power City, they're moving nicely. Now, we're expecting the Power City Earn protocol to launch. And, of course, this is up pretty nicely. If you've got a blue chip, you think about blue chip portfolio on Pulse chain, then obviously Power City What token is one of the ones you might want to include. Now, an alternative way of including that, of course, is going to PHUX, the balancer fork, and using one of the index combinations there that have multiple tokens. But What token is looking pretty good. So I like this. It's got a higher low on it. And, of course, Power City Earn protocol coming. So possibly a really good entry level here. Obviously, nothing on this channel is investment advice. You must do your own due diligence. But just looking at the probability, this looks like a pretty recently entry here, especially after the pullback. And, Power City Earn protocol and profit sharing from Portal X and stuff like that's going to come out. That's got to be a good thing, right? So what else is coming out here? Let's have a look here. Tetra. Big fan of Tetra, man. Tetra's got a lot of projects coming. So one of our most innovative high-tech ecosystems. And, of course, this one here, even though it's flat today, it has had a little rally. and Tetra is definitely another one for the blue chip there. I would take it out of the blue chips, a speculative blue chips of high tech. Let's call it high tech blue chip, and you can get access to that. They've got a lot of stuff coming down the line now. They're also the only one with limit orders directly into Pulsechain, and also V3 decks there as well. So they've bought some cool stuff, but they've got much more coming, as we talked about, I think, yesterday or the day before. What else we got going there? Let's jump through some of these. Metro having a nice day, up 6%. And what else there? Let's jump through some of these. Up token up 13%. A Texan token up 22%. Now I want to talk about Texan token today. So Texan token, look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Up, yeah, boy. That's a pretty nice looking chart. And Texan token up pretty nicely there. And what's that, about 185% in 17 days. So a nice little move there by Texan token. Let's look at the whole history. So almost getting back into the resistance zone, I guess, here at 7,600. But Brandon had put out a little, this Rag to Riches, put out a little explainer here about why is Texan suddenly doing so well. Obviously, a lot of other ones have been doing well too. And he put this out 7 hours ago. Reason for Texan performing well: buy and burn with internet money. Obviously, that buy and burn through internet money wallet, which we've covered as well. Texan supporting Pulsechain Tour? Question mark. Freedom Swap is incoming. Can't wait to talk about that. Now that's a new protocol coming to Pulsechain. We haven't really talked about it here. I've known about it for a while, but yeah, Freedom Swap is coming. Let's keep an eye out on that. Wink, wink. These guys, it looks like Rags to Riches and Crypto Heartbeat. They are building their own ecosystem on top of Pulsechain. How about that? And they've got their own causes that they want to support in doing that. Current world events that validates the tokenization of community. Steering's a project built on a Texan. How about that? Steering's a project built on Texan. So don't miss out on the Texan ecosystem. They are building. And it's always good to follow builders, but not only just builders, but these guys are big influencers as well, right? Crypto Heartbeat and Rags to Riches in the bigger Pulsechain and Hex YouTubers out there, and also on X social platforms. So definitely well worth following, and both of them are terrific people. So definitely well worth getting in that. Pulsechain ripping community has grown as men and women growing, embracing other builders on Pulsechain. Probably nothing, says Rag to Riches. So keep an eye out on that. Definitely looking good. And of course, they've got big, bright roadmap ahead. So looking good there. Now, Texan token, of course, the first endowment token in the world on the blockchain. And they've also got their, I guess let's call it the sister one, Ophir, right? Ophir token as well, doing pretty well also. So Ophir and Texan token, part of the ecosystem from Rags to Riches and Crypto Heartbeat. So kind of good on that moment. So there's some of the best performers today on the Pulsechain projects. Just looking through them all, looking very nice indeed. So there we go. We are seeing a little bit of action from Holy as well. It's up 17%. But apart from that, that is the standout today. So in summary, we had some standouts here. Big bonus coin there on Pulsechain. That is rallied 25% to 4.8 cents. If you are on 9inch providing, farming or whatever, then at least the BBC token's going up a bit there. Nice little move. The other ones, of course, is a Texan token has been the other big performer today, the Pulsechain projects, and there is some reasons potentially why it's rallying from Rags to Riches. So nice one there. Awesome. Now, we talked about NFT projects, right? Well, we've got 9mm Pro, right? I told you we're going to have 7 NFT marketplaces. We've got 5 up and running at the moment, and we have got Pixel Park from Power City coming, and we've also got 9mm NFT marketplace. Now, this seems to have launched, had a bit of a real water reveal for the 9mm NFT marketplace 22 hours ago, and NFT.9mm.pro seems to have launched here. So we'll give that a like and a share. Now I'm going to post this in the chat there if you guys want to check it out. It's number 7 really, but it is the sixth one to launch. I guess we have to call it number 6, but it really is. We're waiting for Pixel Park after this, so looking good there. NFT marketplace. So this hot off the press, folks. Well, last 24 hours, and that is a link to the site if you want to go check it out. So number 6 out of 7 NFT marketplaces are live on Pulsechain. Looking good. Pulsechain just continues to roll out really cool projects and many more to come. I mean, there's so many That's what I do on this channel, right? Cover them each day. So looking good there. Let's go have a look at the site here. This is the site, a little different from the others too. The other 5 that we cover, Beatbox and Mintra and others. So Pulse Market, NFT on Pulse. It's a little different from that. And we covered Hocus Pocus yesterday, didn't we? Pulse Market. But this is the site here, looking kind of good. Some of the images not sure why that is as well. See more, click on that. There we go. So it's got a nice little format here. Looks a little bit like OpenSea, doesn't it? I guess maybe that's what they've forked there. But there we go. Pulse Punks, Pulse Cat Girls, so many different ones. Tang Dong, I don't know. Pulse Cats. There's lots of different ones here looking on here. So there we are. This is a bit of surprise. So looking good as well. And you can play around with that also. So you can search collections. What else can you do here? Pulse OG by 9mm. Now they have their own NFT collection, right? 5,555 of these. Now they're going to have airdrops that are going to give you 9mm token for 20 months. So obviously, if you bought them originally off the market, you get a higher rate. I think it's 30% or something of the supply. But if you buy it off the secondary market, in other words, you're buying it off someone who had originally bought it through minting it or issuing it or whatever, then you're going to get, I think, something like 20%. So it's slightly lower. But you still earn some earnings on it. So they're going to be launching that soon, I believe. So there we go. Let me know in the chat there if you guys have any of these. So that is kind of their, what do you call it, the native or official NFT collection for their NFT market. So kind of cool. All right. So that is looking good. But they also obviously have all the trending NFT collections. What else do they have here? Other ones, I guess. So you can check it out. All right. So that is 9mm. So we have 6 launching. Now, I think they might have more features coming. This might just be the initial version. But so far, so good. All right. That's pretty much that for that. So that's all the markets at the moment. Doing pretty well. And we've gone through some of the latest news. Now, if you guys want to know, obviously got Power City Earn protocol coming up. But we've also got PUSD Algo, 4th stablecoin on Pulsechain. And this is going to be algorithmic. It's going to be a fully DeFi solution. I now I've talked about this quite a few times, but this I think is going to be a potentially huge opportunity. And so just check this out. PUSD Algo, the links in the video description. And of course, you can get 90% referral bonus to get in. If you do over $1,000 inclusive of the referral bonus, you will get a random X bonus. So that's your second bonus between 1.01 and 2X, which is a pretty big bonus. And of course, for every dollar that you sacrifice inclusive of the bonuses, you're at 20 algo, 200 flex, and 0.01 wrap PUSD. And you've got 28 days left to get into this project. It's going to be pretty awesome. So it's going to be kind of like Terra Luna done right. And it's going to take out all the human side of things, all the flaws that were in there, and it's going to have fully DeFi automation. So it's going to be pretty neat from that. You're going to be able to mint your stablecoin PUSD with Algo. Algo is going to be potentially very, very popular. The big thing about this is that it solves the stablecoin trilemma, which is really the scalability of stablecoins, and it's also going to help create potentially big TVL, total value locked as well, track big players. That's kind of some of the draw cards there. So people are going to want to buy Algo and then issue their stablecoins if they so choose on PUSD, and of course that's going to be pretty bullish. Now we already saw PUSD operating as a prototype was like doing very, very well with the fees and stability. People are going to be able to provide all sorts of different types of liquidity into the stability miners to help support the stablecoin. It's going to be pretty cool. And of course, if people, whatever activity you do on the platform, you're going to be able to earn Flex token, which is the incentive token. And that's pretty awesome. You're also going to be able to stake Algo, the main coin, and PUSD, the stable coin, and earn a nice yield, not like Anchor, where it was like 20%, but something that's pragmatic. And you can see some indicative yields on here already for each of these, 8% for Algo, 3% for PUSD, which is pretty good for a stablecoin. The other thing I was going to say is that PUSD is such an awesome brand name for stablecoin. So having the 4th stablecoin on Pulsechain, particularly algorithmic and particularly able to scale, is pretty awesome. Obviously, there's redeeming of the rewards, so you can redeem rewards and of course swap tokens as well. They're going to have a V3 DEX, okay, and the V3 DEX is going to fund the earnings for the Flex incentive token, so it makes it sustainable, right? It's not coming out of inflation. It makes it really sustainable there. So pretty excited about this. Now there are 28 days to go based on this extension. So it's got extended from 45 to 90 days. If you want to participate, you can sacrifice from any of these Pulsechain or Ethereum using any of these tokens here. And of course, you just have to send it to the sacrifice address at the top here, ends in E223. And once you send your tokens there, you'll get credited on the platform there, and you'll be able to see your credits. What else are we going to say about that? The total amount of tokens so far down the bottom right, you can see there as well. And we've got about 106 pages of people so far that have participated and so on. Now, the cool thing about this sacrifice is not like other sacrifices. 75% of the funds will go straight into the protocol day one. So you're not wondering where did all the sacrifice funds go? Why is liquidity pool not this big and this bit, all stuff like that? 75% is going back straight away into the protocol. 50% will be used to set up liquidity pools, and 25% will be used to set up the stability miner to kickstart the whole program. And then obviously people can dive in after that and provide liquidity also. And it just inflates like a big balloon that's blowing up. And that's the idea. Now, the cool thing about it is that the sacrifice amount is also it's going to be modest compared to the potential commercial upside in terms of scaling an algorithmic coin. So that's also super bullish, especially compared to a lot of other sacrifice projects. So really looking very, very good. Now, obviously, PUSD Algo is from Jacob. Jacob has got multiple protocols. Obviously, Pulsepot doing very well at the moment. BNB Pot, TRH, and he's got TYZZ, and it's going to be pretty fun to see all his innovation roll out. This one here looks like it could be mega huge. I'm very excited about it. And so if you want to get involved, get a 9% link referral down the video description to get yourself started off really, really well. So that's pretty cool. Now, the other thing, of course, if you haven't joined our Discord link, we've got all the information on Pulsechain and Hex, all the projects, cool charts, and lots of cool insights from other members. Definitely worth getting into there. That's $5 a month, 16 cents a day. It is a private Discord. And of course, we're pretty much first on there dedicated to Pulsechain and Hex in the Discord, because a lot of communities are on Telegram. So we thought, hey, let's get on Discord and spread the word of Pulsechain and Hex on Discord, which is pretty cool. The other thing, of course, we also have a strategy club room, which is $35 a month. That's a private club, and that's a multi-chain. We look at for really good value opportunities on multi-chain and have discussions all the time about what's the right strategy, the pros and cons, a lot of really cool insights into data, and trying to give you the edge above everybody else, things like that. So it really is a good place to be. There's 1,250 members in there. We've got 6 chat groups at the moment, 3 audio chat groups as well. People get pretty much engaged. People can make friends on there. We also have the crypto helpline. I think we're the only community with a crypto helpline in the Pulse Hex community. So it really is a wonderful place to be. And for a very modest $5 a month, that's pretty good, 16 cents a day. And if you want to get the extra alpha, Strategy Club Room is the place to be. It is a private club on the Discord, so only people that join Strategy Club get to see it. Now, if you do the Strategy Club Room, then you also get the Discord, obviously, for free as well. So pretty cool. Come on along and join us there. I'm there pretty much every day, so it's a great place to be. All right, that leads us into Hex, of course, the ultimate, hex.com, and of course, buy Hex on Ethereum or Pulsechain, and then you can get T-shares. T-shares are pretty much your T-share miners, and you can start earning more Hex. That's the kind of play there. We're waiting for the results, though. How far through we are? 30 minutes past the hour. We've got a little while to wait, so we're going to wait for that, and I'll be back. So let's get into the chat, see who else has jumped in there. How far did I get it back up here? I think we got up to Brandon, that's for sure, and Harry. Got the Harry there. Wookie says, sounds like super's like, where the blood hell are you, girl? I have no what that means, Wookie. I have no idea. That is not even abstract poetry. I don't even know what that is. Maybe it's dark abstract poetry. I don't know. Happy holiday to you. Yeah, it's happy. It's Australia Day. It's Australia Day, Sandy. Australia Day. Proud of my country, Sabrina, but not the nut jobs running it. Yeah, that's true. They got the Labour Party running it. They're all socialist nut jobs, socialist progressive nut jobs. So it's a pretty horrible place. They're still rolling out their horribleness too, unfortunately. Clinton's in there. Happy Australia Day. Happy Australia Day to you too, Clinton's. Sandy says, I was practicing on testnet today. Power City Earn Protocol, hoping it is soon. Yeah, indeed. Power City is going to be absolutely amazing. Hexavator says, Ben Armstrong equals drama, says Hexavator. He likes it. That's how they grow. Most of the big channels that you see, they grow on drama, right? People like drama. I guess instead of watching TV with the drama, they can watch influencers with the drama instead. Obviously, this channel is a no drama channel, so we just focus on crypto value. That's what we're focused on, and good community. Crypto value and good community. That's what we would like to be. Trump on Pulsechain is going parabolic. Thanks for telling me about it, Super, says Andrade. You're welcome. And Moonshot as well. Warren Finance is a banger NFA. Yeah, well, I did cover Warren a little bit. It is very more speculative, so I don't. It's sort of right out there on my speculative list. But what he's talking about, Moonshot is talking about, is Warren. I'll briefly cover it. That is Warren there. So it's it's more speculative stuff. Like, haven't really gone through a lot of the tokenomics, but you can sort of see you can get bonds and stake and things like that. So yeah, I don't know if the chart there. Let's see if the chart is going to load. See what the chart looks like for Warren at the moment. Now, this is far more speculative than normal stuff I talk about. So there we are. Price looking pretty speculative there. And I'm sure that's going to have some correction at some stage. Let's take care out there. All right. There we are. See. What else there? Sandy Beach says, I want to stake Tetra already. Noel says, Sandy Beach. Indeed. Now, that last time they had Tetra pools, remember they were out, and within like 10 minutes, I think they were all sold out. They had like 5 of them. And yeah, I just can't remember the name, but was it Prism pools? I think they were Prism pools. They're going to have other pools launching on Tetra. People are going to be able to stake. They seem to be very delayed on those, though. Christian in the house there. Hello, everybody. Good to see you, Christian. The DJing King is here. Never fear. Brendan says, Pulsechain is building into a juggernaut. Yes, so many projects and so many cool teams to come on there. We're really lucky to have some of the very super smart. We've got so many teams with really smart people in them. We've got some, like, obviously Jacob and his team. These guys are absolutely top IQ sort of guys, and they're building out a lot of stuff. They have a very big heart for the community as well. So you match those things together, it's really, really good. Smash the like, peep, says Moonshot. Absolutely. And there is a Discord link if you want to join up as well. Yeah, thanks for posting that, lives beneath. All right, have we got anything else going on there? Let's wait for the Hex Daily stats. I'm pretty sure, hoping they'll come out. Nah, not out yet. I'm still too early. Even though I had so many project updates, it seems like I'm still too early. That's just the way it goes. Now, let me just check this out. Let me... no, I can't see it there. All right. Let's see. Let's go to... I don't think Richard Hart's got anything out today, so I'm just checking that quickly. Yeah, nothing out from Richard Hart today. Yesterday, we covered his post yesterday. I think that's it at the moment. Coast has had a lot of cool things lately. If you guys have been following Coast, so they've improved some of their stuff. So we'll have a quickly look at that. Wasn't planning to, but they had software update last 7 hours ago on Coast. Now, Brian's link, he's our community leader. His link's in the video description. If you want to join up to Coast, you can do fiat on-ramps directly to Pulsechain, which is pretty amazing. And they've really made some really nice upgrades lately. They've got 99 countries, too, that they can use Coast now to do fiat on-ramp directly to Pulsechain, which is pretty cool. Their DApp now has a dedicated deposit and withdrawal tab to make on-ramping your cash to Pulsechain even easier. Thanks for the community feedback there. So that is apparently a new addition there to deposit and withdrawal to make it a lot easier there. So nicely well received. You can now buy Pulsex directly with cash in 99 countries. So they've added a number of tokens you can do directly with cash. So if you're wondering how can you get directly on Pulsechain, this is Coast is the place to do it. You can buy Pulsex Hex weight token with your USD in your digital account. So that's pretty neat to do that. What else there? I think that's kind of at the stage on the old Coast. Yeah, I think so. All right, that was pretty much that. I'm just waiting for the Hex Daily stats because you guys know they sort of come out a bit later. Yeah, not coming out quite yet. Maybe I'll have to cover it tomorrow. We're up to 51 people watching at the moment. We've got 49 minutes on the live stream. Let me know in the chat there if you guys got anything that you have seen that I haven't covered. Obviously, I try to cover most of the updates that I think are significant in the day. But let us know if you've seen something that I haven't covered. Let me know. Yeah, Hex Daily stats not out yet. Probably going to take another 5-10 minutes maybe. Let me go down there. All right, nothing else there. We might wrap it up then. The Hex Daily stats not out yet, so I'll try and cover the results tomorrow though, and we will catch you up with them. Now I'm going to be in Discord today, so catch us in Discord. Like I say, it is the place to be, 24/7. Yeah, baby, yeah, as we say. So get in there, all the cool stuff, as I say. to access. So good times and rock and roll. All right, let's see. I can't wait for Power City Earn Protocol, the next big juggernaut. And of course, we've also potentially got Barista launching this weekend, which is the front end for the Liquid line. So we'll keep on top of that too as we go. So should I play out some music? Yeah, let's do it. Some music. Can't play this song anymore. The one I used to play, can't play it anymore, unfortunately, but we'll play this one here. Actually, let's play, we're going to play music. Let's play this video on the way out. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Bye for now.
If it accrues so much value and gets so many users, yeah, the fees will go up and you'll just get really, really rich holding Pulse watching. Oh no, more really, really rich people. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You cannot force a free market to keep things cheap, because then crappy use cases that aren't valuable will outbid useful and valuable use cases. And do you want your chain with limited capacity to be filled up with crap? No, you don't want your chain filled up with crap. You want it filled up with nice, good things. Well, then how do you know what the difference between nice and crap is? By bidding. And the people that see more value in the chain pay more to use the chain. And then your limited resource chain, through the bidding mechanism, is filled with the most valuable things that people can fill it with. And so this like socialist USSR decree that, oh, we're just going to have cheap fees forever, it doesn't work, because there's a finite amount of space and you have to allocate it to certain users. And who should you allocate it to? Those that can most afford it, because they're bidding with their money for how valuable the transaction is. So the solution to a limited resource isn't to screw around with the pricing. The solution to a limited resource is to create more of the resource. So the Ethereum chain is full. Great. Well, we're going to make one with 4 times more throughput, and it won't be full. It'll be empty, and let's go fill it up.